Greetings from Bermuda, this is BDLIME and welcome back to Banners of Ruin, one of my favourite roguelike deck builders from 2021. It is a gorgeous looking game as well. Since I played it last, there have been a couple of pieces of DLC that have been released, which I am going to check out at some point as well. But to get myself reacquainted, I am going to go and start by just doing a standard run through the game. So let's jump in, do that now. Alright, so we can pick two heroes in our party. I'm going to start with Mouse and Bear. So Mice have talents and passives focusing on multi-strike attacks. Bears have talents and passives focusing on high upfront damage. Let's begin the campaign. One second. Alright, so the way the game works is it is kind of like a Slay the Spire in many respects. This is our map though, so rather than seeing the whole kind of path ahead of us, at every stage we have one choice to pick from, or three choices to pick from, which give us different options, like Slay the Spire. So some will be fights, some will be chances to heal, etc, etc. So Blackfoot Stash, a small wooden hideaway discreetly obscured by a fruit wagon. Your brothers have offloaded their unneeded wares here. And the idea is that we're kind of animals fighting back against the oppressive overlords of the city in which we live. So we are trying to take them down. Foresight, your experiences as a veteran have heightened your sense of strategy. Plan for what lies ahead. Or Prey, increase a character's stats. Let's go for Blackfoot Stash. You see a familiar symbol? Your brothers have been here. Okay. We get to remove a card. Okay, that was not what I expected. I expected we would be able to add something to our deck. So I guess that was a waste of time then. Okay. I am slowly getting back into the how things work. So we're currently outside the city walls. So this is like a sort of preliminary area before we enter the first act of the game. Tunnel walls are options that we can't pick basically, and so we've got to go down the middle. Hidden gem, you spot a glistening treasure buried between the stone cobbles at your feet, a spiritual token of some kind. Okay, so if I remember how this works. So this upgrade tokens we can acquire at various points throughout the game. We can drag them onto our cards to do stuff. So we have a token here that will restore 5 vitality, which is our HP basically, when we play the card with which it is associated with. So we probably want to pick a card that we will always play. 3 cards are good candidates. Fatty, how are you doing? But we also have to discard a card to play that. So what else have we got in our deck? Let's put this on. Put this on one of our guards. Okay, and now because we are only showing cards that don't have upgrade tokens on them, that's why that card disappeared, but now we've got a card with this on it as well. And I'll explain how the cards work once we get going. Okay, Forgotten Tunnel. Raucous laughter echoes down the dark, damp tunnel. The Enders won't suspect a thing. Enter combat. You emerge from the black and find yourself in one of the guard bunks. Where the devils did you come from? You can't be here. Okay, so combat in Banners of Ruin is Slay the Spire adjacent, I guess. We have multiple characters in our party though, and each character has their own cards. So some cards, so you see this card has a symbol on the top of it here, which matches the symbol underneath our mouse here. Some cards are only playable by the character of that type. so only mouse can play that. And we can choose who we want to play our cards. So you can see when I select the mouse, this card lights up, indicating where we can play it. When I select the bear, it doesn't light up, indicating we can't play it. Each character has a pool of action points, which is the yellow number, which gets refreshed each turn, and a blue number, which is fate points, I think. And they are more limited. They are limited for the duration of the battle. So each character has one fate point that they can spend throughout the entire battle. And cards have a cost that is a combination of, actually this is stamina points, and fate points. Most cards cost 0 fate points, but some number of stamina points. And we can activate our heroes in any order, and choose to play cards using their pool of stamina points. And for most cards that are not limited to a particular character, either character can play them. So either the bear could play momentum or the mouse could play momentum. And that's even though this momentum card is coming from the mouse's deck, or coming from the fact that we have the mouse in our party. There is positional stuff as well. So there are 2 ranks, I think these are called, on each side. And then there are lanes as well, which go horizontally. And if we hover over the enemies, this symbol here indicates they will attack the character in that lane. So, and if we hover over him, the bear lights up red, so he's going to attack him. Similarly, this character here is going to attack mouse. What this means is that we can, if we have movement cards, we can also move out of the way of attacks as well, so we won't take damage from them. The enemies also, at the moment we've only got enemies in the front rank. Some battles, most battles later on will have enemies in both ranks, but not all enemies attack on every turn, and the rank that is going to attack on this turn is highlighted by a red bar in front, and the ranks attack alternately, so that gives us stuff to plan around as well. The stuff below them indicates what they are going to do, so they're going to attack for 8, also indicates special abilities associated with that enemy, so safety numbers on turn start. If this character has 3 or more allies, their block is raised to 10. Block carries over from round to round, and most characters will start with a certain amount of block based on the armor they are wearing, and we get the opportunities to change that later on as well. Yeah, I'm not sure about the new stuff. I know that one of the... So the DLC added 2 new characters, or the 2 bits of DLC, each adding a new character. One is the Powder Master, the other is the Bard. I'm pretty sure that the Powder Master has his own campaign. So if you want to play as the Powder Master, you select him at the beginning and you go through the Powder Master campaign. I'm not sure if the same is true of the Bard or not. And I'm not sure whether it adds other stuff to the game as well. I mean, it does, but I'm not sure whether the other stuff will show up in this playthrough or not. Kate, hello, how are you? So, yeah, we'll see. It's been a while since I played it, so I'm not sure I would recognize new stuff if it did show up, but we'll see. Okay, so what have we got? Solid footing, gain 15 block, character gains pacified. This character cannot play cards, ticks down by 1 each turn. So we pay a price for adding 15 block. Remember, block carries over from turn to turn, unlike most games like this. So that can be good if we're facing a big attack. Strike, deal 5 damage. Momentum, discard a card, and then gain 3 charge. Charge is like a temporary attack buff. Like it says here, the next time this character attacks, or for every attack in a multi-attack, the damage is increased by the stacks of charge, and then charge is removed. This is good because Mouse has 1 card in his deck that is a multi-attack, and so if we give him charge and then do the multi-attack, we're going to do more damage. Then Round Shield, gain 10 block, and Spawns take cover, which is a free card that will apply 5 block to an ally, and then banishing means the card is removed from our deck for the rest of combat. Okay, so we got no movement cards, so we're going to take a hit for 8. The Mouse is fine, he's got 14 block. The Bear has got 6, so let's do something about that. Let's select the bear. Oh, actually, this is so this is a mouse-specific card. So we can't use this on the bear. We've got to use it on the mouse. So the mouse would gain 10 block. It would spawn take cover, and then we could play take cover on the bear to give him 5 more block. Which might still be something that we want to do. Otherwise, we kind of stuff the bear up for the next turn as well. So let's do that. So play that on the mouse. Did that increase his... Well, I did increase his block, didn't it? And then play the bear. And each character also has this. What is this called? I don't know the proper name. It's basically an activated ability that is specific to that character type, I think. So for the bear, we can activate it, and it costs 1 fate to do that. So our 1 and only fate point would have to be spent to use this. Remove all stacks of bleed, crippled, poison, and winded, which we don't currently have any, and gain 3 block per stack removed. Mouse's ability: for every hit in your next attack, gain 3 charge, and remove 1 fury and 1 charge from the target. Okay, we don't need to mess around with those just now, though. So we've got enough block. I think we will, and it doesn't matter who plays what. So we're going to hit you for that. I'm going to switch to the bear. So he's now out of stamina. He can't play any more cards this round. The bear will hit there. And I think we play that on the mouse. Wait. No, whoever plays it gets it, don't we? No, that's fine. Play it on the mouse. Discard that. Confirm. So hopefully we'll get his multi-attack next go. That's all we can do. So end turn. They attack. Just do damage to our block. Alright. Vanguard deals 6 damage if the active character is in the front rank plus 4 damage. So that deals 10 damage, which is pretty nice. Sharpened Steel deal weapon damage, which is 8 for the mouse and 8 for the bear. So we can equip different weapons on the characters as well, which have different amounts of base damage. So depending on the weapons we've got equipped depends on the damage that card will do. Again, he is hitting for 6 and is going to apply a bleed. 1 stack of bleed deals damage equal to the stacks of bleed and then ticks down by 1. And he's doing a multi-attack. Okay, so let's kill him. We will kill him with the bear. And then if we switch to the mouse to do that on him. Wait. Then the mouse gets his charge bonus, so that should be 8 plus 3, I think. Yep, and applies bleed. The mouse is now out of stamina. That is not quite gonna kill. Okay, well that's fine. Hit him for that, and then block for that. Just enough. Oh, he died from bleed. Okay, great. Good. Okay, so get some florins, which is the money. Acquire a card. Deep breaths. Discard all ruin cards and draw that many. Okay, I can't exactly remember what ruin is. It's not an issue right now. Another copy of Solid Footing. Terrible Wound. Deal 4 damage to Vitality and apply Wound. Bleed no longer ticks down. Okay, so we're damaging ourselves. I don't really love any of those. So, actually, I'm just going to move on. Not take a card. The Informant, a hooded figure, looms in the dim light. It seems they've been inspecting you. turn a corner, you find yourself confronted by a wiry figure, their identity masked by the dim light, but their noble birth betrayed by their fine robes. I know why you've come to Dawn's Point. The low, dry voice echoes off the cold stone. I can help you reach him. My family are being held captive in Old Town. Help us flee the city, and I will arrange your entry into the keep. Find a boat and free my family, then meet us in the sewers below the royal court. Do as I ask, and you will have your blood. Exchange a solemn, understanding nod with the old wolf before he sharply hurries off. So this is like a quest that we can do, and if we follow it, it culminates in quite a major fight later on. Okay, so we are now in the outer districts. So this is telling us how many more cards there are until we reach the end, the elite at the end of the district, basically. This is a counter on each card, and it counts down. So currently here, they've all got 1 counters on them. They're all fights, so it doesn't matter which way we go. But sometimes cards will have maybe say a 2 on here, so we could pick another card. This card, if it had a 1 on it, would go away. This card with a 2 on it would count down to a 1, and it would stay where it is. It kind of adds a bit of variety, but you'll see that as we kind of go on. For now, just pick any fight, that's fine. Okay, 3 mice. So you are attacking the bear, you are attacking the mouse, you are attacking the bear. If the bear could move out the way, that would be great. Do we actually have any movement cards in our deck? We don't. And there's no way to move without a movement card. Okay, well, what we got? Kick. Select a target. If the position behind them is vacant, move them into it. So that will move them into the other rank, which would stop them attacking this turn, and also it would mean that there are then 2 ranks of enemies, and so they would be alternating their attacks, and so we wouldn't be being attacked by all 3 mice every turn. So that's probably pretty important to do. This is the mouse's weapon again, so only he can use it. If it breaks the target's block, gain 2 charge. Okay, so let's start by kicking one of the ones that's going to attack the bear into the back ranks. That stops him attacking this turn. And now we've got 1 on the bear and 1 on the mouse. The bear could do with some more block. So we'll play guard. And then switch into the mouse because the bear is out of stamina. Let's just do... attack the other one that's going to hit the bear. I don't know whether we can kill him or not. This is going to do 7 damage, so yes. Now just the mouse is getting hit, but that's fine. He's got 14 block. And now it switches to the other rank, so this mouse is the only one that's attacking. He's attacking the bear. This mouse is not going to attack this round. Okay, gain 10 blocks. So he's only attacking for 8. We could just take the hit, focus on killing this guy for next round. Okay, so this is the multi-attack cards. What I was saying, we're having temporary attack is useful because then it gets applied to, rather than 1 times 3, it would be 4 times 3 damage if he had 3 charge. But we got no way getting charged now, which is unfortunate. Apply 5 to a party member, move or swap them to another position. Okay. Do we need to do that? Hang on. Do we need to do that? We could do that, but do we need to? Because he can take the hit. I think we just play that and give some more block. Play that on him, so we're both boosted up. Because honestly, these attacks are not doing much. But I guess we've got plenty of attack left. Plenty of stamina left. So I guess let's just move you out the way. Some cards will only let us attack in the lane that we're in, some it doesn't matter. Mouse can't do that, only bear can do that. The evaded means I moved out the way, so he couldn't hit me. So now he's going to have a go at the bear, but he is surely dead. And, shoot, I don't know. Nobody lost any health? Nobody's lost any health. Oh, shoot. Okay, that was dumb. That was dumb. This is the bear's weapon, and now I can't do it because I don't have enough stamina. 8 damage attacks all targets on the rank. Yeah, okay, we could have killed this time. Still can. 100 florins, gain a card. Deadly Thrill, deal 10 damage if target dies, gain 2 stamina. So in other words, this card becomes free. Apply 3 poison. Distraction, when this card is discarded by a character, choose an ally to apply 18 block or an opponent to deal 18 damage to. That seems... Does that mean when it's discarded? I don't think that means when it's discarded at the end of the round. I think we actually have to have something that discards it. So... for Deadly Thrill. Okay, quick round. Heal party by 50%. We don't need to. Off-duty guards. I think we would have... actually, I don't know. Do we have to fight them? Okay. These silly louts reek of booze and other wicked activities. Leave them to their devices and they'll probably pass out. But you could brush them aside if needed. So we could just wait. Blackfoot contact. A chance to heal. Again, we don't need to heal. So let's just go for the guards. Heavy patrol. An elite fight. Fight or flight. The way looks clear, or does it? At least I think that's an elite fight. But then this is telling me this is an elite fight. We go to our contact. Let's go to our contact. A Blackfoot Weasel brandishes his arsenal of foul-looking concoctions under his cloak. These beauties are for some Ender gold cloaks, but it looks like you could use some of this. The pain, that is. He hands you a familiar-looking bottle, carefully armoured with fine crafted leather. My last bottle. Okay, so it doesn't matter, because we don't need to heal anybody. Alright. But what it means is these have counted down, and we have a chance to potentially avoid them. Blackfoot agents. Another pair of Blackfoots moves onwards through the street. You recognise them from the Black Church. They'll deal with any trouble you'd rather not. Discards a random combat. Sure. Got rid of the middle one, and then the other one expired anyway. Okay, again, got no choice. Got to take a combat here. Alright, let's try not to screw up the bear's weapon, because his weapon to attack every character on the rank is pretty great. You're attacking the bear, you're attacking the bear, you're attacking the mouse. 8 damage if the opponent has block, applies 2 vulnerable, so 25% more damage from attacks. 2 damage 4 times, and the same again, 8 damage. And 2 vulnerable, ugh. Oh, and the character moves forward if possible. So even if we could kick him back this turn, that wouldn't actually help us. We could still kick this middle one back. However, we don't have that card. This is already looking a little tougher. Okay, but those are... Okay, mouse, bear, bear. So we want to move the bear. He's getting attacked twice. We'll move him there. The mouse, nothing, nothing. Mouse just getting hit for 8. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's just try and take you out. 4 bleed on you. Bear is now out of stamina. Possibly should have done that first. Let's do that on the race. And let's put some block up and also save our charge for hopefully our multi-attack next round. Okay, interesting. He moved back. So now he gets to attack again. Is he going to move every round? Wouldn't do. Longsword. Okay, so... Who are you attacking? You're attacking the bear. That's fine. You're only going to do 3 damage. We want the bear to attack everybody on this rank. Momentum, discard a card, gain 3 temporary attack. We don't want to kick these guys back because then otherwise I think they will attack on this turn. Although, not 100% sure. This is the mouse's card. But the bear is getting attacked. So let's play that, and then that spawns take cover, which we can use on the bear. Okay, momentum on the mouse, discard that. Can't really use it anyway. We'll save this up, and we will use this to attack him in turn. Bleeding. I guess bleed goes through block. Now back to the front rank attacking. Deal 10 damage if the target dies, again 2 stamina. So we could do that on him. Let's start though with the mouse. And rush. So that would be 15 damage. Down to 4. Almost got more damage than we need. Well, this is free, so do that. And then we still have that left. We're attacking the mouse. I think I would rather just do that damage on there. We play this on the bear, then because of that rune or whatever it was that we attached to it, we will heal as well. And we could do this, but then we're pacified and we can't play cards next turn, so I'm just going to end turn. Damaging all targets on rank is... Okay, we don't need to do that anyway. Let's get rid of you. And get rid of you. Okay, Florence, gain a card. Deep Strike, deal 5 damage if opponent is in back rank, deal 4 damage plus 4 damage per character's level. Wow, okay, that seems good. Toe-to-toe, whenever this character attacks an opponent on the same lane, that's the horizontal ones, gain 6 block. That also seems really good. Reckless Aid, apply 15 block to an ally. Active character and the ally both gain Winded. Next turn lose 1 stamina for every stack of Winded, and then Winded is removed. Yeah, Winded sucks. So, toe-to-toe or deep strike. Idea of passive block. Let's take that. Okay, 2 characters leveled up. Okay, so when our characters level up, we get to pick, we get to upgrade either their stamina or their will by 1 point, and we also get to pick another unique card to that character class. So let's pick that first. Dancing Blades, deal 3 times 3 damage to 2 opponents. Every time you damage block, gain 2 block. That's really good. It is expensive, but okay. Arterial Rupture, deal 3 damage X times for each stack of bleed on the target. Exertion, pick 1 card from your discard to move to hand. Gain exertion, the next card this character plays is banished. Take Dancing Blades, and we're going to upgrade stamina. The bear. Wrong stuff, restore 15 vitality but gain a poison. Pulverize, deal weapon damage plus 5. If this breaks the target's defense, deal weapon damage again, but gain 2 winded. It's a bit rough. All or nothing. This character gains half their defense as charge. All opponents gain 1 rage. So whenever they deal damage, the damage is doubled. Oh my god. All these cards are a mixed blessing. I mean, I guess this is really the same as just saying restore 14 vitality. So... oh, wait, no. Poison does not count down. Poison counts up. Deals damage equal to the stacks of poison at the start of the target's turn. Increases by 1 each turn. Oh god, yeah, okay. Pulverize. Let's take Pulverize and upgrade stamina. Most of the time we're going to be upgrading stamina. But if we get cards that need will, then we may choose that. Okay, 12 cards left till the end of the act. Mentor. Modify your deck. Buy cards. Or investigate. Crazy Weasel. The Weasel babbles at passers-by, splattering them with spittle from his foaming mouth. He's clearly alarmed, but struggling to make sense. You didn't beat it? I did actually beat it. There's like... what is it? There's one... I seem to remember there being one final fight and then another fight beyond that. Like, is the Spy Master the last fight? I did beat it. But it was hard. It was definitely hard. Let's go for... I don't know what modifier deck does. Let's see. Duplicate a card in your deck. Or leave. Duplicate a card. And now we've picked that option, we have to pick a card. So Vanguard is pretty good. We can have up to 6 characters in our party as well. We can pick up characters as we go along. So we could get to a place where like all 6 positions have somebody in them. We could duplicate toe to toe. And that would let us put it on both characters and or have somebody who's gaining 12 block. And because it's banished, it's not going to clog up our deck. Let's do that. Search party, we have to pick it. It's a fight. Actually, that number at the top tells you how many cards are left in that stack. And I think as soon as we get down to 0, that's the end fight. So we can choose to kind of either take longer or go faster. Alright, what have we got here? Sweep deals 5 damage to the opponent's rank. Prioritizes the front rank. Okay, so everybody takes damage from him. He's hitting the bear. And everybody takes damage from him as well. Okay. We buy 3 damage to 2 opponents. If only I had this stuff. Deal weapon damage plus 5. This breaks the target's defense. Deal weapon damage again, but then gain 2 winded. So we can do 16 damage to somebody at the expense of 2 winded. Yes. Do that to him. Sorry, toe to toe. Wait. Is he win? No, can he still play cards this turn, right? Yep. So it's that one's giving him winded. Okay. Down to 9. He's used all his stamina. That will kill that guy. That will, when does bleed? At the start of their turn. But we can only do one of these. 3 by 3 damage to 2 opponents. Okay. So we'll play that and we'll play it on him to kill. And I guess if you're going to swing on you, gives him some more block as well. Okay. 6 damage to the mouse, 12 damage to the mouse. Like 5 blocks a party member moves, swap them to another position. That would seem like a good time to do that, but we could play that off either the mouse or the bear. So let's see. Let's put that on the mouse. Let's don't think this matters actually. So do that. Apply 5 block. It's the mouse I want to move. So now those are both missing. Mouse. Do here. So you. And then play that, discard that. We're readying up the mouse, hopefully for next turn in his multi-attack. Okay, 8 damage on the bear. Impale, 8 damage to the opponent's lane. When the opponent hit deals vitality damage, 1 bleed is applied as well. Okay, so if there was somebody behind the bear, he would get hit by this attack as well. God, they're all ganging up on the bear. The bear is our tank. Okay, if we can kill with this, it's free. So don't have our multi-attack. Damage is he taking? Quite a bit. But if we... Well, we've got our ability, right? 6 block every time we attack an opponent in our lane. So, no. It's like the bear. Hit him with that. Gains more block. Doesn't quite kill. Hit him with that. Gain more block. And kill with that for free. And he's now got 21 blocks, so he's safe from this guy. So we don't need to bother with solid footing, we'll just play that on the mouse. Okay. 3 damage to everybody. Well, I guess we do that, we do that. Now the mouse does. It doesn't matter. Field dressing, remove all bleed on an ally, apply 5 block. Pink powder, deal 5 damage to the rank. Apply 3 vulnerable. Pretty good. Shrapnel, deal 5 damage. If the target has more charge than block, deal 4 times 3 damage. Seems a bit situational. 5 damage to the rank for 1, and applying 3 vulnerables seems good, so I'll take that. Arena. An enormous bear keeps watch next to a bloodied sparring pit surrounded by a chanting crowd, all fixated on two swordsmen dueling in the centre. Bet on the combat. Anxiety. Subterfuge is beginning to take its toll on your brothers. The constant need to remain alert is wearing on their resolve. We all take 5 damage. So we don't want to do that, obviously. But we may prefer to take this than the options, depending on what the options are. And this has got a counter of 2, so this is going to stick around for 2 picks. Decoy. Select a card, move it to this lane, +1 to its counter. Okay, well, let's just go the arena. As you approach the bear, 2 more flank you on either side, guarding your exits. Funny business, he growls. Bet your stake. Win, you get your opponent's share. Go for 2 in a row, we'll double the wager. One more thing, he growls as he leans towards you. Losers don't get to walk away. Not in this life, anyway. Bet 150 florins on winning 1 fight to win 300 florins. Bet 300 florins on winning 2 fights in a row and win 750. I think we can do that. Let's go.